I hit my maximum daily loss today, but being completely honest with you guys, this is the exact reason I did not blow up the whole challenge in one day. Normally, a red day like this is where 90% of traders blow up their whole evaluations because they come up in a downward spiral. They put trade in after trade and enter a loss after a loss, and they cannot stop and cannot pull them away from the computer. But instead of gambling, I opened the PropControl Compliance Center, and it actually flagged my day today to stop me and force me to stop trading, because after 4 consecutive losses and a max loss of -$400, it's time to stop and step away from the computer. In today's weekly recap, I'm stripping away the bullshit and I'm showing you my exact wet stats and how PropControl.io helps me and is an unfair advantage in your prop trading. Let's get into the data, guys. So I had 4 consecutive losses with a total amount of $406. On average, my loss is around $63 and my max loss is $200. I set it up here in the prop accounts tab. Here you can see my Lucid 50K challenge, and we have presets for like a lot of prop firms like Apex Trader Funding, where the max drawdown is $2,500, and at Lucid Trading it's $2,000. And I set my daily loss limit, my personal daily loss limit, to $500 to have a little wiggle room. I don't want to lose more than 2 times of my max risk of $200, and let it a little wiggle room because of slippage and fees and stuff. Yeah, and I kind of hit my daily loss limit, but I'm happy with that. I stopped trading. So if you know these moments where you get emotional, where you start revenge trading and put a trade after another, and 10 minutes later you walk in the bathroom watching in the mirror and think, dude, what just did you there? What was the reason? Why did you enter twice, 3 times, or even more? Why did you press the reset button of your challenge and 10 minutes later, maybe you blow up the next challenge because you want to make back the money from the day? And prop control actually is designed to help you with that. And the first important thing is to get conscious about your flaws. So if you don't track your trading, you get not conscious about your stupid mistakes you're doing again and again. So the most important thing is to track your data at first. And if you're currently like tracking your data in an Excel spreadsheet, it's all based on yourself, on your discipline. And after you're losing 3 or 4 trades in a row, are you still disciplined, to be honest? Sometimes I'm not. Like, I'm also going outside and try to fill my emotions and buying a kebab or whatever. Yeah, and eat something nice or whatever idea I have to like compensate this bad feelings in this moment. Today, I compressed all these bad feelings into sport and was running outside with my girlfriend. And after running, we went into the gym. Yeah. And how you deal with one thing, you do everything. And prop control actually, it's a nice supporter with the whole compliance and AI system to make you more disciplined in this exact emotional flaws, and it's like your sparring partner or your accountability partner with you in your trading journey. Trading is a lonely job. You're sitting at home alone, and who is like controlling you? At the New York Stock Exchange, do you think a trader with like 100 millions of capital or something, that he controls himself? Like, that will not happen. The controller will send him under the shower or running in the Central Park to get off his emotions after 3 or 4 consecutive losses in a row. So we need to be this controller and the compliance manager for ourselves. And that is the exact reason why the Prop Coach AI system and the compliance center behind it will help you to stop your emotional trading and your flaws in your trading and make you a better and more profitable trader in general. So what we have here is the Prop Control Compliance Center, and it's connected to all of your data, all of your trades inside of Prop Control. And let's dive into my stats. So today, circuit breaker, 3+ consecutive losses. Today, stop trading. Tomorrow is a new day. Okay, we already know this. Your consistency score is 32 2 to 100. Prop firms want steady results, reduce your risk per trade. Okay. Consistency score overall, it kind of is a mathematical system what calculates your green days versus your red days, and also your average P&L, your average loss, your best win day, your best your maximum losing day, and all of this combined together with your profit factor, with your strike rate, with your expected value. It's all combined, and then you get this consistency score. Honestly, my consistency score before this day was 70 or 80. So you don't have to give like too much of it if you don't have like um, a lot of trading days. Like, for example, after 100 days, I would say that is enough sample size for the consistency score to be an absolute valid. So in every statistics, you need to think about sample size. I came from the online poker game when I was 23. I was an online professional poker player, and in that days, everything was about sample size, everything was about expected value and beating your statistics. And my goal with prop control is actually to help you to beat the statistics and to think in probabilities, make you a better trader, pass your challenges, getting funded, and finally, for sure, get payouts. And the prop control or the prop coach findings actually help you with that. For example, in the trades, you can leave tags to the exact trades, for example. And I have this mistake, impulsive, for example, today, where I just entered the trade real quick. And if you give this trades the tag, for example, it evaluates all the tags. And in that case, for example, when I tagged my setup with no setup, I'm always tagging my setups which are not my game plan, which are not my playbook. I always mark these setups with no setup, and these trades where I don't trade like the exact playbook, it costs me a lot of win rate. For example, it costs me like 20% win rate, and this is crazy. And also like impulsive trades, as we just saw over there. Like, I tagged a lot of trades with impulsive ones because I just entered immediately without thinking so much. It just reached my level, or the strategy advisor from Prop Control called a setup, and I saw the price going there, and I immediately entered without thinking, emotionally. And this is an impulsive mistake I'm doing quite often, and that costs me around $600 in the last days. Yeah, so I could have ended up with way more profit over here. So if you add this up, the $600 and this 20% strike rate, even if this is a nice equity curve, it could be way more decent. So what I want to say with that is I still can tweak this performance a lot. And even if you are not profitable at the moment, start tracking your data. Start getting conscious about your flaws. And at first, you need to have a consistent approach with real risk management and build up a database. And prop control basically can help you with all of that. So back to my weekly recap. You can see here my Lucid Trading Challenge. I just forgot to show you. Here you can see it's a real Lucid Trading Challenge at the moment. And we are right here at the 19th of March. And today was the 2 losses in my challenge. And yeah, let's have a look at the exact trades from today and the last days, basically. So if we check out like from last, I don't know, last Thursday, I guess I did the last video, from today, I developed definitely. So because of the prop control strategy advisor, I did not overtrade this much. This is definitely a big win for me because I was overtrading before, and in the last 7 days or 5 trading days, I really did like less trades and more quality setups. And even if we just launched the strategy advisor of prop control with like real news sentiment and live 0 DTE options gamma data with exact trading setups for the day, it definitely helps me to like not over trading, because I know, okay, this kind of setups I need to watch, and then I know, okay, I have to just to wait like for my confirmations. And to be honest, the strategy advisor really has an edge, and I just did stupid mistakes with my management. For example, if we just check out the trades from today, and if we go inside of this ES 500 trade over here, this was really messy. So the strategy advisor just pulled up the short over here, and with a stop loss above here, this 60s, 70s, I guess, kind of. And then I entered, and this was a really volatile range day at first, and I entered too early. For example, I entered after this tiny absorption, but I still could have waited until more happens in the order flow. And inside of GagSpot, I saw, okay, we have this huge spike over here, and liquidity is pulled in the options, what often means reversal. And you can see the reversal just happens a little later after this huge absorption over here, and then actually was the moment to pull the trigger, but I end up with a huge loss because I messed up a lot. And later we can see that there were a lot of time to manage this trade, and yeah, maybe it was possible to take a win out of that, even if it's just like 1 hour or something. With order flow, you still need to manage this kind of trades. And if you be impulsive and overmanage your trades, you'll end up in a loss. So even if there were the possibilities to end up in profit today, I did stupid mistakes and was impulsive. But we are not perfect. I'm not perfect. Yeah, and I just can like work on my flaws and be conscious about my flaws and have good risk management. And that is why PropControl actually helps you with your trading. And I hope you like this kind of video. I just want to reset these filters here. As you can see, the final dashboard from PropControl. And yeah, if you think this can be useful for you, sign up for the 14-day free trial. Link is in the description. And if you like this kind of honest videos about myself and me and trading and my flaws, give a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe. And we're gonna see us in the next video.